Hey guys, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to play CAITLYN AD carry in Season 11, guys. We're going to be watching a very specific player, which is 4-3-2-0. This guy is a Korean player. He's currently Grandmaster, has about 670 LP right now, very close to Challenger. This man is completely destroying everybody in every game. Look at the flawless stats. Look at the win rate. Look at everything of this guy playing CAITLYN. Guys, we're going to be watching this guy. We're going to be learning a lot of this guy as we're going to be watching him. Of course, I'm also going to be explaining a lot of stuff with this as well. So with that being said, guys, let's just get started right away. So the runes that this guy is currently using, he's going for fleet footwork in pretty much all of his games. He also takes Presence of Mind, takes Bloodline, takes Coup de Grace, takes Nimbus Cloak with absolute focus, with attack speed, AD, and armor. He also takes a Doran Blade as a starter item, and he also likes to put 3 points into specific, into his Q, and then maxing out his W first. I think this is really interesting because most CAITLYN players, they either max Q or they max W, but this guy in specific, in most of his games, majority of his games, he puts 3 points into Q and then proceeds to max out his W and then E later. This is very interesting about this CAITLYN. He also, like certain games, he also goes max Q and then into W, but the most majority of the games, he likes to put a few points into the Q and then proceed to max out W all the time. So that's currently like the kind of setup he plays with. Now, as far as the build of this CAITLYN player, he likes to go Berserker's Greaves into Immortal Shield Bow, into Storm Razor, and then into the Infinite Edge. This is pretty much like the kind of setup he plays with in 80 to 90% of his games. Now just look at the way how he's already positioning himself, right? Look at the way how he's punishing the opponent. Look at the way how he completely stops that guy from even getting any farm at all. You see, guys, this CAITLYN player, he's playing overly aggressive, trying to 100% win the early game to the max. Already forcing level 1. They can't even get any creeps anymore. This is really the kind of playstyle that you want to have if you play a champion such as CAITLYN. Into the right hands, guys, CAITLYN is broken. If CAITLYN is being played properly, this champion has endless possibilities. Now, as for the summoner spells that this CAITLYN player is using, he's always going for a heal in 50% of his games. And in the other 50% of his games, he always goes cleanse for against comps that have a lot of CC. Now you see, guys, he's immediately playing super aggressive, placing down traps across the entire lane at the turret so they can't farm properly anymore. Just take a look at the way how he's positioning himself, how he's kiting through the creeps, the way how he trades and everything. It's such an overly aggressive kind of playstyle, but it also pays off so well. Being able to push down the entire lane also allows the jungler to play around you as well, which then again, it opens up a lot of opportunities. Look at the way how she constantly autos, traps, everything. She makes sure to let the enemy bot lane have the worst time ever. Thresh gets a really good Q off. Continues to poke with the autos. Currently has the jungler with him as well. Even dropping down a Q straight up at Pantheon. This is very good because Graves is currently very close to bot lane. If they get a proper trade-off and they become 20% health, if the jungler comes in, they can just finish them off. The overly aggressive kind of playstyle really does pay off here. Nearly gets the kill right there. Unfortunately, he did miss the Q, but he still gets some. Like this kind of playstyle, it pays off. Look at this. They managed to get 2 kills because of this playstyle. Has managed to get 2 platings, and they're losing an entire wave as well. He's already created a massive lead in the early game. Already has about 20 CS lead. Has about like 2 kills already. Even trying to like catch this this Elise who's going to pass in the tri-bush very soon. Even willing to like cancel the backboard just to get this Pantheon. Takes down the Elise as well. The kill is going to the jungler. Honestly, guys, this is by far the most clean Caitlyn like kind of playstyle I have seen in a really long time. And honestly, guys, this is exactly how you want to play Caitlyn. Like this opens up so many opportunities in the game that she instantly becomes like this person just instantly creates a lead in the early game, allowing to like carry the game. So as for the item that he bought, he went for the Noon Cover, which gives attack speed, AD and attack speed. Also like applies an additional 20 physical damage to minions and monsters. Okay. Still reading items myself, guys. The season has just started like 5 days ago. Okay, so all that she has to do now is simply like to get back into pushing that lane again so she can eventually like place the traps down. Like the most broken thing about Caitlyn is the fact that she can place traps down. So once you get like a proper push, you can then like set up the entire lane with a trap so you can force them into certain positions. You see like Thresh hits 1 Q. Caitlyn immediately sets a trap right after so that the trap is going to hit. She did get pretty lucky though, but she did survive the Pentakill Q incoming. Guys, always keep in mind, if you are playing Caitlyn AD carry, if you have like a Leona, or you have a Thresh, or you have like a Nautilus or something like that, always try to make sure that you place a trap down once your opponent is being stunned. You can get a free trap hit if you just place a trap down. This is like one of the most important Caitlyn mechanics, guys. You don't want to miss these kind of things. Now she gets to push down this wave again. She is so massive already. She gets to push this wave. Thresh is still with her. Even like, I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Okay. He tried to make a play, but Caitlyn is obviously way too strong with the creeps. Gets down a kill right here. Very, 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 very well played. Always keep in mind, guys, if you have the majority of the creeps, you can make a huge play around it. Having the majority of the creeps allows you to make 1v1s possible. The more creeps you have on your end, the stronger you are. So his first item is obviously going to be the Berserker's Greaves. Now, I always say this, guys. As an AD carry, like playing AD carries, Berserker's Greaves, believe it or not, it's one of the most broken items to buy in the game. Even though it's just boots, you need this because you have to be able to like kite. You have to be able to like chase. Being able to like position yourself properly is one of the most important things as an AD carry, guys. The boots is cheap. It allows it gives you attack speed, movement speed, so you need all of those things. Now, of course, Caitlyn can't really play aggressive right now because Thresh is on the way still. He's waiting for Thresh to come back. Now they can get back into playing aggressive again. So far, Caitlyn has put 3 points into her Q, and she's about to max her W now. Gets down the Pantheon. Just look at the way how she always like kites this down. Look at the way how she's kiting down this Pantheon and Aphelios. Such a clean movement. Now, after killing these guys, they are about to miss like a bunch of creeps again. They will also like get more platings. She currently has about a 30 CS lead, including like 3 kills and 5 assists. The team is fighting for Pantheon, catches down the Pantheon as well. Now she gets the final plating, and Aphelios is coming, which is about to get catched by Thresh and Graves, which are behind them. Aphelios is just having such a bad time. Like, Caitlyn is playing so good, and then the jungler and the Thresh is just backing her up, basically. Allowing her, giving her the space to carry. But even if the jungler and Thresh was bad, like Caitlyn would have probably still carried. But just the way how she's playing it out is just smart. Like this is just the exact kind of playstyle you want, guys. This is how you want to play Cait. Now she proceeds and maxes out her W. So next on, the first item that she actually buys, like a mythic kind of item, is going to be the Immortal Shield Bow. Now this Caitlyn, and specifically this guy, always goes for Immortal Shield Bow. In like 90% of his games, he always buys the same item. Not gonna lie though, like this item is honestly pretty broken on AD carry at the moment. It's a very good item, especially in games like this one. So now she gets to like push down top lane right now. Bot lane is pretty much done for. So the next objective that you always want to go for once bot lane gets down is top lane, right? So once the dragon is dead, there's absolutely like nothing to take around, like, you know, at the dragon. You just want to rotate top lane, push it out as hard as you possibly can, and start taking the turrets. Especially now that the platings are still up, you just want this. You don't want to be missing out on this. She's just hard pushing it. She knows that everybody's mid. She doesn't even have to place wards down. She doesn't have to worry either because she has heal, she has flash. She's like the most fed. She's like the most level up of the entire game right now. Aphelios is to level 6. She doesn't have to worry about him either. There's currently like 3 people mid, so she doesn't have to place a ward down. Just getting her passive back. Once she gets her passive back, she can just... Yeah, look at that. Takes down this guy as well, like under the turret, guys. Such an overly aggressive kind of playstyle, and it's working like so well. If you have this kind of playstyle and like silver elo or gold elo or platinum elo, like you're 100% going to get out of your elo if you do it flawlessly. Takes down the turret right here as well. Rotates back to mid. Sees like an opportunity to kill this Renekton right here. That's why she's moving up. There's nothing to take in top lane anymore because the turret's been taken. So you don't want to like spend more time there. You just want to get out. You see, guys, getting the bot lane turret, then getting the top lane turret, and then immediately roaming mid afterwards, and getting this turret here as well. Forcing like all of the objectives. Gets an amazing trap off after the Thresh Q. Gets this guy down as well. Perfect trap placement. Like I've mentioned before, guys, if you're playing Caitlyn and someone is getting stunned, you always want to try and land your traps. Also, sieging into the turret like this is just the best thing you can do. Like, fully trapping down the entire lane so that they can't even, like, move in anymore. So far, 3 turrets has been taken by Caitlyn. Getting all those turrets down, like, she's got so much gold from pushing down these lanes. She also have like a 10 CS per minute right now. She currently bought the Immortal's Shield Bow. She has the Berserker's Greaves. She has the Storm Razor now as well. And the next item that she's going to buy afterwards is going to be an Infinity Edge. Trying to chase down like Lucian. She can do anything that she wants right now because she's overfed. Look at how much damage she does. She does like 1 auto with like 452 crit. As long as Thresh follows Caitlyn, and as long as there's like teammates nearby, Caitlyn can just walk in there and just fight anyone. As long as she doesn't like face check the brushes, then she's gonna be fine. By taking down these 2 kills, she can also rotate towards the dragon with the team and then take that as well. Now, once again, like the only thing that's left to do right now is simply like having the entire team group mid lane right now, and then constantly like pushing it down using the traps, trying to like catch them on a turret. Gets down another catch. So once again, it would be pretty good if Rengar was actually going to like group up here as well, helping out Caitlyn's trying to like siege through the traps. Perfect trap placement once again, guys. This is exactly the kind of way how you want to like place the traps down. Immediately getting more turrets afterwards. Getting another trap placement, guys. This is such an OP way of playing Caitlyn. This is exactly how. The traps of Caitlyn is a huge part of the way how she's being played. Takes down the inhibitor as well. The enemy team does not stand a chance anymore. This game is pretty much in the hands of Caitlyn right now. As long as she keeps playing this flawless, as long as she doesn't accidentally give away the 1000 gold, there isn't really any way how the enemy team is going to come back from this one. So, as long as Caitlyn plays flawlessly, there's no way that the enemy team will ever come back. 1000 gold is like a lot of gold, but if she plays flawlessly, it will never happen. Especially since she's playing like a champion such as Caitlyn, which is really long ranged. There's barely anything that the enemy team can do since they generally don't have a champion pool that can take her down. She's going back to base right now. She can buy a BF sword and possibly even more. Yeah, she just got a BF sword. She also bought a pickaxe. Now all that's left to do is just go in mid. They can also rotate towards top and then take the turret there as well. You see, guys, just constantly like pushing down waves, using the traps to like get the turrets down. Using those like long range autos to get them low enough. But really, like, the only thing left to do right now is just to, like, push top lane and keep placing the traps down. This is basically her playstyle through the entire game. It's kind of similar to the early game. It's like, in the laning phase, you're constantly, like, pushing down the lane to place the traps down so you can auto on the turret. And once you make it to the mid lane game, it's kind of, like, similar because once you get to the dragon, you place traps down, right? Once you get into lane, you're going to try to like push down the lane. You're going to place traps down and use that to your advantage. Forcing like having a space. Takes down these guys here as well. Currently on legendary. Not even have made a single mistake yet. Renekton is currently fighting bot lane though. All I have to do now is to simply take the last turn and that's it. This game is pretty much done. He's gonna win. Look at the trap legend once again. Now, of course, you guys might think, you might ask like, how to get better at placing traps, right? Well, the general rule is always going to be the same. Mechanics such as the trap of Caitlyn comes with practice. It comes with spamming games. The more you spam Caitlyn, the more likely you're going to learn it. You can also watch videos on like how to like place down the traps specifically. But ultimately, like learning how to like traps, how to place them properly, that comes within like time. Hey, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video. If you guys actually want to see like challenging gameplay from me, I stream like 6 times a week, so don't forget to check that out, guys. But anyway, hey, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys up in the next one. Peace.